Hey YouTubers, it's Megan, and it is July 8th. Matt and I went to our first prenatal appointment yesterday, which was July 7th. And it went great. Our first appointment went amazing. And my doctor was really excited for me. The baby's heart rate was 148, and the baby was measuring 6 weeks and 6 days yesterday. So today I am 7 weeks pregnant. My husband's going to show you our ultrasound pictures real fast. I don't know if you'll be able to get a clear picture, but if you go to my Facebook, you can see them. I put them as pictures on my Facebook. Just a little bitty thing, size of a kidney bean. And I was worried about how the baby had implanted, you know, placenta previa, tubal, whatever. I was worried. Believe me. And she said it was nicely implanted in my uterus, not close to my cervix, so that's good. Some symptoms I've been having, and I've been nauseous. Sometimes I get nauseous in the morning, but it hits me about 10:30, about 10:20 I can tell that 10:30 is coming. So it's like my own alarm clock, I guess. Hey, 10:30 is coming. But the worst thing about being nauseous all day is I just want to throw up. The worst feeling in the world is needing to throw up and not being able to. I mean, I'm glad I'm not vomiting, because then I'm being able to keep the nutrients. But you know, when you're sick and you need to throw up, just let me throw up and I'll feel better. But I guess that's not how pregnancy works. I'm always moody. My husband says I'm irritable. He says that's a better word for it. Tender breast, fatigue, and that, I mean, I have pretty much all the symptoms. And I can't imagine how much third trimester is going to be with being uncomfortable and whatnot. But I'm excited. We're pregnant, and we're going to have a baby. I want to tell my story short, pretty fast. I don't want to bore you guys. But my story was told through my weight loss videos, and I know a lot of you are new, and you don't want to go back and watch my videos. So quickly, I'm going to tell you my story. I had my first period when I was 16, or menstrual cycle, if I need to be proper. And then my mom took me to the OB/GYN when I was 17, and with some of the symptoms I was having, which now I have all the symptoms other than the polycystic ovaries, but the OB/GYN when I was 17 put me on birth control to help me regulate my periods. I've never been big on birth control. It kind of makes me hormonal and moody, which I guess that's the point of them, to regulate my hormones. But having PCOS, I'm not usually emotional. Maybe once a month I'll get emotional. But with birth control, I felt like I was always emotional, always moody. And so I would take a few birth control pills just to help me start my period, and then so forth. But my husband is the first man I've been with, so I wasn't sexually active, and so that's not why I was taking the birth control. In 2008, when I was 23 years old, I married the man of my dreams, and mine and his story is very unique in itself. All I have to say is when you know, you know, and you know, God was really in our story. God really brought us together, and we're very thankful for that. After we got married, I got really comfortable with just eating what he liked, and he likes meat, cheese, and potatoes. I guess he's your normal Oklahomian, normal, you know, southern fried meat, potatoes. But, I mean, he likes healthy food too, but of course I got lazy and we just made the easy stuff, and so I was eating all the bad stuff for me. No, get down. And, so I gained about 20 or 30 pounds, and I felt horrible. I couldn't put seatbelts on, they were uncomfortable. Yeah, I felt like a beached whale. I was at 348 pounds. I was almost at 350 pounds. And that was my highest ever. And then in about October of 2008 was when I decided it was time to lose weight. We got married in May, June, July, August, September, October. So 5 months after we got married, I decided if we're ever going to have kids, if I'm ever going to control this PCOS, I've got to lose weight. I've got to take, you know, my life in my own hands and control it. You know, I need to be in control of my life, not my eating habits and not my weight. So in October, I think I joined Weight Watchers for 1 month, but then I decided I really couldn't afford it. And so at Weight Watchers in October, I weighed in at 348. And then in February of 2009, I went to my OBGYN, Dr. Fletcher, and I weighed in at 340. So I lost 8 pounds in like 5 months. But if you have PCOS, you know how hard it is. You know your body craves carbs, your insulin's whacked up, and so you just store fat. But the good thing about that is Dr. Fletcher knew about PCOS. So when I came in, she wasn't judging. She wasn't anything like my last OB. Between when I was 17 and Dr. Fletcher, I had an OBGYN when I was 21, and she was mean. She was horrible. If you have an OBGYN you don't like, look elsewhere. It's okay to look elsewhere. There are good OBGYNs. If you're in the Oklahoma City area, Dr. Fletcher at Moore Medical Center, she's amazing. Actually, all of the doctors in her office I've heard good things about. So, Dr. Fletcher in February of 2009 saw me, you know, she didn't judge me. She's like, I totally understand. She knew what PCOS was. She knew that, you know, even if I tried, it would be super hard, you know, since I was trying 8 pounds in 5 months. So anyway, she started me on metformin. She started me low, and then she increased it. I lost 10 pounds the first month, and I think 10 pounds the next month. Because I was really focusing on losing weight, because I wanted to have babies. I wanted to give my husband babies. I didn't want it to be my fault that we couldn't have babies. And so, that summer I went to Brazil. I loved the rice and beans, you know, probably didn't lose anything else that summer. And then the past October, this last October, I decided, it is time, you know, I gotta take control of this, I gotta lose this weight. And so anyway, so since then, I am down to 265 pounds, and I feel amazing. I mean, in February of 2010, so a year after I met Dr. Fletcher, my hormones were balanced. If you want to look back at one of my weight loss videos where it says my lab results, I go through my 2009 labs and my 2010 labs, and my insulin, my testosterone, my hormones are all normal. Like, you would not know I had PCOS, or I have PCOS, looking at my labs. Because I believe PCOS can be controlled by diet and exercise for some people. For me, my weight is causing and is the cause of all of my PCOS symptoms. And I have all of them. I have the hair, I have the browning, I have some balding. I have every PCOS symptom except for the polycystic ovarian. But so that's my story shortly. If you want to look back at any of my videos, like I said, go ahead, skip through them, whatever. But my lab one, when I'm talking about my lab results, is actually a really good one. And I just want to tell you guys, lots of baby deaths. I know if you're trying, how stressful it can be. But just remember, if you have PCOS, what you eat does affect your hormones, and let's be healthy. I know with my pregnancy, I've got to get focused again and start eating healthy. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week for my week 8 pregnancy vlog. Talk to you guys later. Bye.